Okay guys, hi again. It's the next day. Back at it again with some What Remains of Edith Finch. Yeah, I haven't done an intro, I haven't done anything like that because I want this to be a really swift continuation of where we left off. So I hope that's okay. I'm really looking forward to finding out more about the family. So yeah, still lots more to come. So settle in, buckle up, and yeah, relax. Yes, so we left off here yesterday. How really emotional. I found myself feeling really affected by this one. I know all of the stories are really emotional and upsetting in their own way, but there was something about Walter was, he was making the break for freedom, and after 30 years he finally had that silver lining that he could see ahead of him amongst all the clouds and the darkness, and a fucking train killed him. It just seemed so bittersweet, and just, I don't know, it just really affected me last night, so I had to just, I thought it was best to end it there because I felt myself getting quite emotional. And I've been feeling emotional about everyone's stories, but something about this one, Walter's story in particular, just really cut me deep, you know? But anyway, let's continue and see what else we find. What other stories we come across. So I'm guessing we go this way. Oh, look at the chairs in the trees.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
What is that about? Oh, see all the lights over there, so there must be other people living on this island. I was under the impression that they were the sole inhabitants of Orca's Island. But I think those lights over there could well be houses and, a little town maybe? Oh, there's a statue up there. Let's go and check that out. These chairs, man. What is going on with the chairs?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Oh, look at that view. Stunning, right?
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Let's look at the house from here. Oh, it's very illuminating, isn't it? What an incredible place to live, though. I mean, look at this view. I actually live by the water. I've always had, I think everyone kind of feels like this to some extent, but there's something really lovely about living by the water. So I've lived by the water 3 times in my life, and I'm currently living, my flat is on the River Clyde in Scotland, and I always sit on the balcony and just admire the view, and I just feel so at peace beside the water. I don't know what it is about it, it's just so calming. So this really resonates with me, this beautiful view and the water and the sound of the waves. Wonder how far we can go actually, shall we try it? No, not very far at all. Right, so we'll go up this way then, try and get to that statue. All being well?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
A little deck chair. I can't really tell, is that a boat? Canoe or kayak or something? Oh, let's check this out. There's glowing red over there. I can vaguely remember from the first playthrough I did of this what is over there. But I won't spoil it until we get there. I'm sound like that. I'm sound like that. Right, let's go up. It's very dark. I hope you can see this okay. I'll maybe try and brighten it when I'm editing. If needs be. If needs must, rather. Sorry.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Yep. Wow. It's massive, isn't it? Oh, there's a swing. Oh, is that the tree where the little boy passed away? Hmm. Right, so we'll try and get to that statue over there, I think. That'll be our next mission. Oh, a
I
bike.
think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Oh god, that's so sad.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Fair? Nice view.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh. Oh my god.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Yeah, I think if you're an animal person, that will totally resonate with you, won't it? I think back to all my pets I've lost. Zoe. One of my dogs was called Zoe. Zoe, Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Durpy, Jorpy Jr. Lucy. I had a dog called Lucy as well. Oh my god, wow. What are the chances, eh? I had a fish called Daisy as well, if that counts. A goldfish called Daisy. And my mum used to laugh at me saying that's a name for a cow, but I was only like 4 years old or 5 years old. It's fine. You can call your pets anything you want at that age, right? Oh, are these more animals? Yeah. Oliver, Bob, Christopher, Shadow, and Shatsy. God, that's so sad. Look at that little frog statue. That's so nice. I love frogs. Bailey. Oh man, that is really, really emotional. And here are
Sven
the
built
humans.
the house, but it was
Humans,
Edie who
people.
designed the cemetery.
Oh. Molly, my little cat. Calvin, with a little rocket and the moon. Sven, with a saw. Edie with a book. Walter with... Oh, look at that. Walter's story has affected me the most so far, I would say. Because there's just something so... It was so close, wasn't he? He just nearly made it. Barbara. Okay. What's up here? The statue!
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
The statue is beautiful. Let's get a closer look.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Yep. I really like this statue. I love that the current house is in the background as well. It's a really nice tribute, isn't it? Some stars. Oh, this game is just so beautiful. Isn't it? The story, the graphics. Okay, let's move. Back down we go. Oh. Right, let's see if we can...
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh. I'm so enamored with this view. If you can't already tell. Okay. Well, I suppose that's as far as we can go. So we'll just head back then. Yeah? Yep. Dead end.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Oh. Gregory Finch.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory, Sam, and Gus. All died really young. Oh my god, Gregory was one. Oh, god, that's so sad. He was just short of his second birthday. Sam was 33. So really young. And Gus, 13. Man, this game is heavy. It's really, really emotional. Milton. Oh, he's still missing, yeah. Sanjay Kumar.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Oh my god, so awful. Can't imagine what that's like, honestly, just... Makes you think about your...
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Yeah, I was going to say, it makes you think about your own life and your own blessings and having siblings, and you know, my siblings are still alive, and that's a blessing, really, isn't it? Not to get really deep with these guys, I know this is emotional enough without me harping on like a budgie, but that's just what I'm thinking as I'm seeing all this, is like, oh my god, imagine that was my brother and sister. You know, I'd be devastated.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing...
Oh, okay. Where do we go now?
I
On the
never
tree.
would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh my god, 22 weeks pregnant. What are you doing on the tree? Get off the tree! Oh no, don't fall, don't fall. Okay, made it this far. Where now? Here? This way? No? Oh yeah, ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Wow, look at this room.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
True that. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid of spiders, the unknown, and big statues / objects. That last one, man. Oh my god, that's so weird, isn't it?
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Are these stuffed animals, you reckon? He stuffed a cat. Maybe not, right? Maybe it's just like a... don't know, like a statue or something, or... who knows? Okay. Airline ticket. Sparrow Airlines. This is a nice room, isn't it? It's very spacious. Okay, can't go in there, so we will read the book. Or the folder, sorry, open the folder.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
She sounds really enamored, doesn't she?
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Yeah, let's zoom in. Oh, fuck.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
I shot up Dawn. Wait, where's Dawn? There she is.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Let's see what we can see. God, this might take a while. Birds, maybe? Campfire? I don't know if that's like relevant, but not really sure what I'm doing. I can't even remember from last time when I played this game what I have to do here. I'm just winging it. Maybe Dawn again?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh.
Hold still while I take...
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Lovely.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn.
Oh
You'll
god.
need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Okay, so
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Calvin.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Okay, let's try and find something
I
interesting.
bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a
Oh,
minute to
sorry.
check the map. Let's see.
Anything?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll just
Was
look
it-
ourselves in. This should be? Nope, not interested enough.
Could have been.
um. Oh, a little bird maybe.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
And yeah. Oh.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Where are you? Ooh! Oh,
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
you want to survive?
Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh no. Oh no no no. No no no. I'd be the same as Dawn, man. I don't like anything to do with that shit. Why is she trying to get a picture of her sad? It's pretty shitty.
Proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Nah, man. I'm not for hunting. Not my bag. Not my jam.
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Okay, what am I doing now? Bless her. That would be so upsetting, wouldn't it? Oh, he's alright, okay.
Hang on, kiddo, just trying to get a shot of the two of us together.
Right. Run, man!
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh my god.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Fuck. Oh man. Oh. That's so sad. Okay, we're going back out then. Maybe? Anything else we have to see first? Right. I guess we're going back outside then. here though? Wait, hang on. Over here maybe? I'm honestly not sure where I'm supposed to go, but I'll have a wonder. We'll go this way. Down here? Okay, not down here. Where am I supposed to go? I feel like I missed something. Maybe down the ladders. Or across the tree, sorry. No. Maybe it must be through here somewhere then, eh? Let's have a think. Right, so can't get up there from here. So maybe back through? Oh. Oh, awesome.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Lots of stuff here, lots of toys and crayons. Oh. Those remind me of being a kid, those little building blocks. Oh, Gregory. There's a little baby. Dawn, Gus.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
And yet... Raise flag, breakfast, quiet type. Duties. Dawn, sweep trash. Gus, mop more yard. Greg, be a baby. Okay. House rules. No playing outside without permission. No answering doors to strangers. No messes after dark. All chores before dark. And respect others. Okay, I'll read this.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Oh.
I wonder what he saw.
Okay, you've got a burst of bubbles then.
What his world was like. You reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Oh, neat. I'm such a big Wayne, aren't I? I'm like, oh my god, this is so great. I'm trying to get to the whale, maybe. No. I feel like that's maybe your objective, but
It sure
yeah.
made him happy. I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot I could still play as a frog.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Oh no.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. He'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh my god. You drowned in the bath. Oh my god, that's so sad. Oh my god. Sorry. Okay. I totally forgot about that. Okay, Gus now.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
not sure where the rest of the words are. Oh.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh god.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
So this maybe explains all the cheers in the trees then. Yeah? Oh no.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Oh.
But I didn't. Until we found you.
God.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Okay. Man, these are heavy. This way? Go up here, yeah. There's a...
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, it's really cool up here. I love this. It's also quite tragic in its own way, isn't it? Fly to India.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Okay, at the window then.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Oh god, we're so high up now. Oh, stairs.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Holy fuck, man, so much death.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Mint, thyme, sage, and basil. They are well gone now, those herbs. Or herbs, if you're American.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Oh, it's so nice up here. Look at the fairy lights and the deck chair. Oh, the view. The moon.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
A little classroom. Our family history, fact or fiction? Well, reading is a hit.
But it didn't last.
So, Dawn Finch, the mum, was a teacher and an author, by the looks of things. To teach and learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. And there's a little cross on the apple, so she must, yeah, her religion must have been really important to her, and a cross there, and yeah, here as well, a Bible. Okay. Oh, jeez.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Yeah, we'll go here first. Edie gave him a castle, oh my god.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
We'll try and get up there. Oh, window. Handy. Gorgeous little room though, isn't it? Look at that.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Can we get up there? Oh. Oh wow. What a great view. Imagine painting that big house and that's your view. Lovely. The magic
Milton
paintbrush.
Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
These are so cool, these flipbooks. Wow. Think of the time must have taken to make this. That...
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
So that flipbook kind of suggested that he disappeared, but he sort of foreshadowed that or foresaw that. Because he went to the big black door and disappeared. And then he actually did disappear in real life, so I wonder if that's connected. Possibly. Let's go back down.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Oh, how do we get back out of here? Ah, window. I forget.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh man. Fucking vase is in the way. Yeah, we'll go this way and then go up the stairs, I think, yeah. Getting higher.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Lewis.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
It's very bright. Let's go check it out. Man, this is cool. He lives in a fucking boat. Wow. I don't know how that stayed up there like that. Well, this is cool.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh. I love this boat. Locker contents. Ooh. Wonderland Turbo.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yep, I can relate to that. High school diploma. Okay, I guess we'll check out his little box. Oh.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Yeah.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to One.
That'd take me a minute to figure out what was going on there. Oh no. Multitasking. Fuck. I can't multitask. Okay, I'll try.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Oh.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
This is really cool.
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
This is very methodical. I'm not even thinking about these fish anymore.
He
Isn't that
built the city up
interesting?
slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Oh.
And songs for them to play.
Distracted there. The dancing people.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Ah!
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
This is really well done.
New Louisville. St. Louis.
There's the Isle of
We
Lewis
started
in
drifting
Scotland.
away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Louisville, he heard rumors of
a handsome queen.
Handsome queen.
A handsome woman.
The queen was on her own quest for
Sinister serpents, yeah. Oh, sorry, forgetting about the fish.
sinister serpents.
Oh. Oh god, this is getting harder.
He followed the sound of her
Electric sitar, so yeah.
electric sitar.
God. So much brain power required.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh my god, it's getting harder to like cut these fish's heads off and do
But
the
he was
game.
so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh. Back to reality, it seems. That sequence is so well done. I remember from the first time. I was really impressed with it, even then, back then as well. Really powerful. Okay. This is like the locker room then, I'm guessing.
He began to forget the world we know.
LP Brown Cannery.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Well,
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
He's not even like, he's doing nothing. He's just so robotic.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
The wise Calico. Molly. The cat.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Look at them up there getting yeldy.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Sorry. Sorry.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
See, that one really is really upsetting. Mental health and everything. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back soon. Okay, guys. Sorry, I got a little bit emotional there. And I wouldn't say I'm a very emotional person. Like, I suppose deep down I am, but I don't tend to share it with other people. I keep it to myself. But on this channel, I'm all about being open and honest and sharing my life with you and sharing my gameplay with you. So, you know, I think it's impossible not to get emotional about these stories, honestly. They're just all so tragic. But that one, I think, because it was very much about Lewis's mental health, and you all know I'm really passionate about that. Yeah, just really sad. Feel really affected by that one. So I guess onwards. I hope you guys are okay as well, by the way. I just wanted to check in. I know a lot of these stories and what you're seeing just now is really harrowing and really intense and really emotional and sad. I hope you're doing okay. Look after yourself. If you have to take a moment, please do that. I know it's really intense. Some of the stories, like Lewis's one there, probably may indeed hit home for so many of you. So just please look after yourselves. Yeah, take care. It is a really beautiful game, but extremely sad.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
That's kind of harsh telling you the day before, man. That's really harsh.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
The missing posters. Oh my god.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Can you imagine how Edith must feel right now? She's been really strong and, you know, she's talking us through this, but imagine how this must feel. Most, if not all, of your family are dead, and you came back to this spooky but beautiful but haunting but incredible house on your own, and you got all these memories everywhere. Everything's just as you left it. That must feel so strange and just so upsetting. I can't even imagine.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Edith's room.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Wait, hang on. So we haven't... Have we... Yeah, we've got everybody. So it's just Edie now and Dawn. Okay. This is Edith's room then. Wow. This must be so hard for her. Over stuff. Alright, let's do it.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, You know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Okay. Oh, okay, so through there then. Having a rammy. Oh god, it's so dark. So where am I going?
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh!
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Neat.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Oh man. Oh, that's so hard. Oh. Alright, History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Wow.
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh.
I got turned around.
Oh, big rock. She's made of strong stuff. Stronger stuff than I.
I started seeing things.
Oh.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
A bed, yeah. Bed frame.
That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Oh.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Oh no, don't leave her.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh. Don't leave her.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Okay guys, man, it feels way more emotional this time round for me. I remember when I was playing in 2017, I remember thinking, oh god, this is so sad, and I appreciated the whole gist of everything, how Edith was the last remaining person in her family, she was pregnant, but she died in childbirth, so now the last remaining Finch is her son. But this time around I feel incredibly emotional after playing that, way more than I remember feeling 4 years ago. I think because a lot of things that have gone on in my life, maybe, in terms of mental health, and I've lost 2 of my grandparents both within a year. I was extremely close to them. They're like a mum and dad to me, that kind of closeness. So I think when I was hearing about Edie and Sven and all that, it really resonated with me more than in 2017 when they were both still here. So I think it does kind of make sense why this is affecting me more, because I have a newfound appreciation for loss and family, and how everything in life is so fleeting. It's gone like that. So yeah, I think, not to get really deep, I know I shared a bit, that was a bit personal and deep there, but yeah, oh, what a game. Such a lovely, lovely, emotional, heartbreaking experience. Yeah, I hope you guys are okay. I totally understand this could be extremely relatable for some people. Every story has some some reality to it, even though it is all about, you know, Edie was telling these big whimsical stories about a curse, etc. It can be very, very true to life for all of us. You know, loss is a thing. You can lose friends, family, you know, so easily. Everything's so fragile. So I hope you're doing okay. I hope that wasn't too much for you. I really hope that wasn't the case, because I'm feeling a little bit affected myself. So just take care of yourself, look after yourself, go and watch some fucking Family Guy or It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia or something to take your mind off of this, because I think that's what I'm going to go and do. I'm going to go and watch some Always Sunny. But on to the positives. Beautiful game. The story has been told with love, it's been told with care. The developers have done a great job. Visually, it's beautiful. The story is gorgeous. I like the explory aspect of it. I love those kind of games. They're definitely my jam and my marmalade. But yeah, I would say, like, if it wasn't such a great game, I feel like it wouldn't affect so many people in such a way that you feel so emotional and so, I guess, upset. It just shows the impact of gaming. It just goes to show the effect that gaming can have, and it's not always bad, and it's not always violent, it's not always bloody bloody blah, whatever critics say about it. This is a beautiful side of gaming, you know. It's a storytelling, and immersion, and getting to know characters on a deeper level. But yeah, I think I will leave it there. Oh god, even this music is so emotional. So I'll leave it there before I start bursting into tears. No one wants to see that. It's not pretty, trust me. So thank you so much for watching. I know this was a bit of a curveball. It's not my normal, like, AAA game, RPG, action, adventure, fantasy, etc. But it was something I really wanted to play for you guys, and this is the first of many. So I have a lot of ideas in my head about what games I can play. I'm thinking Firewatch, I'm thinking Gone Home, I'm thinking Night in the Woods, I'm thinking all those kind of games would be really, really cool to play on this channel. Just as a bit of light relief. I mean, I say that, this was not light relief, this was very, very emotionally, it really impacted me a lot, but you know what I mean, it's more like relaxed and you can take your time with it and it's explory. So I really want to play more of those games for this channel, so I hope that's something you guys are okay with. I hope it's something you'll enjoy, because I really enjoy them. So yeah, watch this space, I guess. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of your support. You're just all so lovely. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.